Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It's Marvin speaking. We're going to get straight into a video. This is by True Crime Rocket. I'm only going to play a piece of it because I think it's very important that people get the gist of what he's saying is because Axel is a kid that was supposed to be very quiet and shy and almost afraid to do anything in life, such it seems, and always round to say his mum's side when he was younger. I mean, the pictures they portray is in that he's not grown, he's still small, and I think it confused a lot of people and who he actually is. When I done some reading up about him and this possibility that the police were looking at him before, it shows a sinister, calculated side which I think had been played down a little bit to the public, and I think it's got a lot to do with these riots while they're not really rocking the boat and bringing everything out about this man. Let's get straight to the. I think this is quite important.
According to an article in the Telegraph, they've revealed that rudakubana took part in a West End show alongside dozens of other performance group members. And so when you have a look at that performance, rudakubana doesn't sound like a very quiet kid here, does he? In fact, he seems to be in the lead role. So what changed? At this point he was 11 years old. How did he go from being leading man or leading boy to invisible man or invisible boy? How did that happen? Now a BBC...
I've got some messages about this case because I've already put something up on my YouTube channel, but a lot of people said he wasn't as quiet as people make out, and I can believe that now.
Source told Mail Online, Children in Need has no relationship to Axel Rudakubana. The individual was contracted by the BBC for the campaign video through a casting agency in 2018. So, what was that, 6 years ago, and has never had any affiliation with any of our funded projects. And so let's talk about that ad briefly. You have him basically the most prominent figure from what we can see. It's a 45-second clip. He's 11 years old and he tells viewers in quite a merry tone of voice, it's that time of year again. And then he provides, and this part's not played, but he provides advice on the best ways to raise money for, I think, a charity called Children in Need. He also says you can run from John O'Groats to Land End. And of course, these are opposite ends of the main island in terms of the British Isles. I think I've been to one of them. I think I've been to Land's End. That's at the bottom, southwest, right? Now, at the time, rudakubana had worked with Ology Kids Casting based in Ormskirk, Lancashire, close to Southport, and so obviously when he was based there, that was subsequent to the move from Wales. And so the question is, when did he stop working for Ology Kids? Or put another way, how long did he work for Ology Kids before perhaps he stopped working? That agency, Ology Kids Casting, has since deleted a series of Facebook posts about Axel's acting career, including one that read, "Look out for Ology superstar Axel in the new promo for Children in Need!" !
Wow, it makes you wonder why they deleted it. Maybe it's bad for their profile that putting it or leaving a killer on there, so I'm not surprised they deleted that. It was made out by the tabloids that this lad was squeaky clean, maybe had mental health problems, but what this tells me that he was calculated and knew what he was doing, and seemed to have a good sort of start in acting career, especially being on TV and having a leading role. So that definitely tells you something, that this kid have got a bit of intelligence about him. Many people have messaged me basically and said that it's evil, he knew what he was doing, and I totally agree with them 100%.
And so, yeah, what changed? You had Axel having an acting career, not just a hypothetical acting career, but he actually appears on television in an ad, and the most prominently, apparently, of all the other children cast in that ad. Also, the casting agency is really pushing him forward, calling him a superstar. What changed? What changed from when he did this ad in 2018 to the 29th of July 2024? What changed? How did he go from superstar, as is described by his talent agency, to a slayer and a pariah today?
It makes you wonder, did he get in with the wrong people to change his way of thinking or corrupt his mind to do something bad? That would be the road I'd be looking to go down. Because like I said, there weren't that much information about him, and I think a lot of people have started digging and wanting to know a little bit more about him. He seems highly intelligent, so that tells me, yes, he may have a bit of depression and mental health problems, but to have your head in your arms like that, it tells me when he was at court and a artist took a drawing of him, impression of him in court when he had his head in his hands, that's telling me that it's someone who knows what they were actually doing, and it's come to light that he may never be released from prison for his terrible crimes. So that was part one. It makes it more sinister than it was the video I actually done 2 days ago, which is very, very sad. And my heart goes out to the families who've lost, those beautiful kids who had their whole life ahead of them. RIP to them, and also the scars for the ones who get injured. Yes, some of them released, but it doesn't stop the pain of what we saw through the news, witnessed through the news a couple of days ago. There's a part 2 coming up. So this was the video he done for the BBC, and he starred in when he was 11 in 2018, and this just doesn't look like a kid who's shy. She was very confident and assured in this, and this was for children in need as well.
It's that time of year again. You can even dress up as every Doctor Who ever. Do your thing for children in need. Is that
Just going to play that again.
time of year again? You can even dress up as every Doctor Who ever. Do your thing for children in need.
He seems very, very confident to me. And like I said, I think one of the questions the other YouTuber asked is what changed. Like I said, did he get involved in a group which changed his mind of thinking and stem that evil for what he did? I think that has to be really, really looked at the end of the day, because that weren't even that long ago, 5 years, and to do what he did, and he had his he could have been an actor, he could have started shows, but he's blown all that. That's just incredible in what changed. And was it religious thoughts that led to his evil, manic way in ruining people's lives, or was it something else? was put up. Just going to have a look at it. During the... I'll play it. 1 second. Give me a sec. Just bear with me. So during the hearing at Liverpool's Crown Court, it was revealed that Axel rudakubana has been diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder. The prosecution argued that reporting restrictions should be imposed to prevent rudakubana's identification, citing his diagnosis and noting that he had been unwilling to leave the house and communicate with his family for a period of time. However, the judge, stating that the balance clearly comes down in favour of the public interest. This decision underscores the significance of the case and the need for transparency despite the personal circumstances of the suspect. Rudakubana is charged with 3 counts of murder, 10 counts of attempted murder and possession of a blade article. His next court appearance is scheduled for October the 25th at Liverpool Crown Court. Someone said bless him. I'm not too sure about that. My 2 kids are autistic. They wouldn't kill innocent people. A load of rubbish. This worries me. Parents of and autistic DHD team, that the mob will come for the autism community. No, I don't think they will. But I think we've got to get down to the matter of why he done it. And I keep saying, did he get in with a group that corrupted his mind? That's a possibility. That's no excuse, but that's something that's got to be looked into. Something made him go crazy. And people can delete my comments at the like. It's not going to change the fact that he's a murderer. And sorry, people do not agree with my views, then that's fair enough. I totally agree with her. At the end of the day, that's what he is. And he's going to serve a long time and maybe not get out for what he's done. He's ended 3 children's lives, ruined their families' lives, and also injured 10 others, and some of them are still critically ill in hospital. I think this is the most interesting video that I came across, and this proved to me that this was a premeditated attack. So Axel knew what he was doing. So the stabbing suspect shown in CCTV footage shortly before killing spree,
striding towards the direction he came from. This time we see one hand hidden inside his hoodie, his face still covered with the mask.
So it tells me, like I said, it was premeditated. So he knew, planned what he was going to do. He executed it in a horrible, horrible manner, and it's a horrible word to use, but it seemed like to me he planned in his mind what he was going to do. So it's something that he had in his mind, which is just absolutely crazy. And it just seemed like to me he was also scoping the area just before he went in there. So he was masked up. For someone to do that, masked up, hiding the knife in his pocket, and his identity tells me he's up to something bad and doesn't want anybody to see his face or a description. This is someone who knew what he was actually doing. This is just evil. it started was because of that he wasn't named because of his age, and it was played down, but there was no need, obviously, for violence and this, street burning and cars and vans burning. That was silly, but I suppose people wanted justice. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. I'm going to leave it there, but it tells me Axel knew what he was doing. This was a very, very evil crime, and when I looked, especially pinpointed his acting career, he definitely planned this out. And don't forget, we're looking at the voucher they've showed you, we're looking at a school child. He's a lot bigger at the end of the day than he was at school, a lot stronger, and could do some damage, and that's what he did. And that's why he should go to prison for the rest of his life. Thank you wherever you are, for the old subscribers and the new subscribers. Yes, we've got to look at the possibilities, what could made him do it. I think that's very, very, very important. But what he did, I'd always say in my lifetime, that's unforgivable.